us what you learned that was interesting. Quickly means actually quickly. Agent networks. No, not POS. Agent networks. Okay, quickly.
One statement that agents must keep making money to remain motivated.
Agents keep making money to remain motivated?
Even though it's a technology-based system, the human engagement and human motivation is most important for making it work.
Okay, the human engagement between the bank and the agents who are in the network is very important, even when it's based on technology. Great. One more thing over here.
That it needs long-term commitment and investment.
Long-term commitment and investment, like anything that you're actually going to continue doing. Yeah. Let's hear from POS now. Who can debrief quickly on POS? There.
Okay, generally the mobile banking, it is progressing well, especially in reaching the rural customer. But still there are many challenging issues.
Like,
for example, the control of the ecosystem, and also the power, connectivity, and also the customer awareness, and cost.
so there are still some very basic issues.
There are basic issues,
Okay.
but it is normally bringing huge results within the short term, especially from outreach expansion to the state.
There's a huge impact over a short period of time with the new technology. Thank you very much. Anyone else from POS versus mobile banking? If not, I'll ask for someone from branchless banking, risks, who is here. Can anyone tell us what's something you learned? Someone who was with Fidelity Bank here in Afzelia. Anybody? Uh-oh. What was one of the risks that you learned about? Thank you.
Well, we learned that Fidelity is investing in biometric technology to reduce significant risks on the client side, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, they're using a biometric system to try to deal with risks.
Maybe others were aware of this.
Risks like what?
Well, there are several on the institutional side and on the client side. For example, the risk that people keep their cards and their PIN together, so the agents can often transact on behalf of their clients and, of course, commit fraud. So that's one of them.
Thank you. Very good. I'm glad that you were able to get to your sessions, and we apologize again for sending you in the wrong direction. For Thursday, we will get that ironed out. Now we're going to talk a little bit about savings groups and linking them to formal institutions. And the reason we have this at the end of today is because tomorrow you're going on a field trip to see some savings groups. So we can start coming out of thinking about the technology and into still technology, but a little bit of warm-up about savings groups and linking them to the bank. So I'm going to pass over to Pam again, and she's going to introduce our panelists. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. Okay, this is our last panel for today, and I hope people aren't too tired because it will be one of the most interesting. As I think almost all of you know, the program MicroLead, when it started, only 2 projects funded from the grant were specifically around savings group linkages. So linking informal groups that have been capacitated by an international NGO such as CARE or PLAN or CRS, linking them to a formal financial institution. Since the beginning of the program 3.5 years ago, many other partners have now realized that linking these groups are a very viable option for achieving their own targets and MicroLead targets, and that's reaching rural women. I mentioned, was it only this morning? I mentioned this morning the fact that this document was just recently published. It's called the State of Linkage Report. It's put out by Barclays Plan and Care that have been doing a joint project around savings group linkage in many countries. And in this report, which is on the D groups, it says that there are 11 million members of savings groups, and that's only out of the savings groups that are capacitated by international NGOs. As all of you know, there are many, many different forms of informal groups. So that 11.5 million are those that are trained up around a specific methodology. 10 million of those are in sub-Saharan Africa, and the other million